63 days of semen retention and everything is just going my way. All of the benefits now just feel automatic. The female attraction, the energy, the fucking aura. Everyone's just looking at me, just, wants to talk to me. I feel like I'm finally breaking through the next barrier of this semen retention shit. Like this, I feel real fucking good now. That like, once I got over that hump of not feeling too okay and feeling a little bit down and fucking disappointed in myself, that's okay to have those days, but then the comeback is fucking real. Like, I feel like I'm bouncing off the fucking walls. It's about to be 12 a.m. Like, what the fuck? That's why I say 63 days of semen retention, because it always hits around like 12 a.m. when I'm about to post these videos. So it's about to be 12 a.m. I'm fired up. I don't have work tonight. Fucking finally. I'm going to still do a bit of Instacart to get a little bit extra cash. Maybe make like $50 to $100 during the day. But I'm finally off. I have a fucking 60-hour work week. Trying to make it like a 70-hour work week. That's pretty fucking good. And then I got these videos just going and going and going, and I'm having so much like fun with them. I feel real fucking good. Like, anytime I'm at work and like maybe I'm having a little bit of a rough day, I'll think like, oh shit, like I can't wait to just go make some videos, or I can't wait to go train. Usually I train right before work, but maybe I'll train after sometimes. So I'll be ready to go. I'll be just so fired up, At the end of my work week, maybe I'll be a little bit shot, a little bit tired. But once I get that rest, recharge, once I get that, 4 to 5 hours of sleep, because that's all I fucking need now. That's all I fucking need now. It's crazy. 4 to 5 hours of sleep with the way that I'm working is insane. With all the energy that I'm expending on a daily fucking basis, and I have all this sprawling energy of 4 to 5 hours of sleep. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty like cracked out on caffeine still as well. Like, I still got a bit of pre-workout pumping through my fucking blood and veins, but like, I don't need it. I enjoy it. I want to be extra pumped up, extra cracked out. Like, my physique right now is fucking insane. Like, in the gym, the pumps are insane. Everything is just going my way. Like, I feel incredibly lucky and just grateful and ready for like more and more and more, and more just keeps coming to me. No matter what I do, there's just this flow. This constant flow of just reassurance that I'm actually on the right path. I haven't felt like this in so fucking long. So fucking long. And now I'm just on the right path constantly. Everything is reassuring me. People want to have a conversation. People, like, I feel so visible. I feel so alive. The looks that I get when I just walk around, there's some sort of extra presence to me. I don't feel afraid. I don't feel shy. I don't feel anxious like I used to. Like, there's none of that. Just full on confidence, and that's just carrying on throughout every aspect of my fucking day. Like, and I'm only 63 days into this shit. Only a little over 2 months into this shit, and I feel this good, this cracked out. Man, I was trying to get on this shit sooner, but word of advice, if you haven't started this journey yet, this is your sign to start, to just give it a try, at least for a couple weeks. Because once you get like to that first couple weeks, you feel that little like recharge of like what life on the other side of this shit could be. But once you get this deep in, it only gets better, like aggressively better. Every day is better. Every day is greater. I'm making more money than ever right now, than ever before. everything is just coming to me, attracting to me without me even really trying too much. I'm just thinking about it all day on my mind, and just like I'm in this trance of like my future vision and reality, and it's all that I think about. It's all that's on my mind. Like, my birthday is coming up in, a couple days, 6 days or something like that. And, my mom asked me like, oh, like, because I have work that day. Oh, like, your birthday's coming up. We want to get the family together so we can have a meal together and all that. I'm like, oh shit, my birthday's coming up. Like, I fucking, like, I totally forgot. Like, I don't really give a fuck about my birthday these days. Never really did. Always bared me in, some sort of fucking disappointment. So I just gave up on that shit. But I'm so aggressively like looking into the future that I'm finally just ignoring this reality right now. I'm in the future. And that's how you really truly like properly manifest anything that you want. It's just living in the future before you're there. Like, I know where I'm going to end up. Like, there's no doubt in my fucking mind. There's no world where I just start like going back to all my old habits and just start jerking off again and just start being a fucking loser again. Because that's what it really comes down to. I was being a fucking loser. And once I realized that, once I got past a certain amount of days on this shit, like, there's no going back. Like, I have so many ideas, and I'm just so fired up by life, by being alive. Like, people will think that I'm just like on some sort of high of just, they can't comprehend the type of shit that I'm on right now. Like, 4 hours of sleep every single night, and I'm just day after day after day, I'm getting shit done. 2 YouTube video uploads every single day for the past 2 months consistently. Bang. That's incredible. That's going to get me to where I want to be. And now that's just part of my routine. That's part of my life. And part of my enjoyment in this fucking world, just being creative and making these videos. I'm having so much fun, and it's going to lead me to, my future reality, and just everything is just so fucking good right now. Everything is just working the way it should be. Nothing is like, I'm not grinding against like any gears. The gears are just like well oiled up and fueled up with all the, all the gas in the tank is just running my fucking engine. And I can't stop. I'm truly not even like, oh, I feel unstoppable. No, I'm unstoppable now. Nothing can get in my way. Nothing can get in my way. I'm starting to get that focused aggression. I had that aggression just out of control for a bit. The first month and a half, the aggression was a little more out of control, but now I'm starting to focus my aggression and all of my energy into a certain direction, into a certain mindset. Every single waking minute of the day, I've really stopped consuming, social media and worried about other people's opinions or what's going on in the news. And this is a very big thing that people don't realize, how much that drains you and your mind and your energy. And if you're in consumer mode all the time, especially just world news and world politics and world events and all that stuff, it will make you feel hopeless. If you just start to overconsume, eventually you'll get to a point where you just feel hopeless and doomed. And your reality is what you think about and what you create from your situation. That is it. So why would you, if you know you can avoid this stuff and not have to think about it, why would you go out of your way to consume the news and this and that. All you need to worry about is like the weather for the day. You know, that might fucking ruin your day if it's gonna be a rainy day and cold and all this shit. That might bum you out, and that's okay. But that's as far as it should get when it comes to world news. Like caring about, you know, war or politics or gas prices or, you know, price of food or the economy. You know, those things you can't directly control. So to worry about that and really stress about it, bro, those things don't fucking matter. They don't matter. Right? A lot of people will think that it matters, and you should still be focused on, you know, the economy and the president and all this stuff. You gotta be worried. No. Why would you want to live in this state of fear constantly? Hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. My rig is so fucking ghetto. Sorry about that. But yeah, constantly, why would you want to just be in this state of fear and this state of lack all the time? This hopeless, just miserable state of mind where if you're just in this state of mind constantly, your life will get worse. It doesn't get better, it gets worse. If you're just in a state of fear and think things are bad, things will get bad. And then it will just be the cycle of things are bad, things get bad. So then I think bad, so then they get worse. But if you're actually in a positive state of mind all the time, things get better. Things get better. And they know this. They know this. They want you to be controlled and in a state of fear and just constantly just down on yourself, so then you can't do anything with your life. And then by the time you're old, you die. So it doesn't matter. You can't overthrow a fucking empire if you're weak. They want people to be weak. But you need to come to that realization and realize that if you get away from all that, and if you abolish the weakness from yourself, man, everything is easier than ever to just conquer right now. They make it seem like life is so hard right now and all this shit. Wrong. It's lies. It's never been easier to get ahead. But you have to just have this positive state of mind and not be involved in social media. Like if you're creating on social media, that is okay. That is what you're supposed to do. But if you're just constantly consuming it and getting all angry and, you know, talking down on yourself and, you know, the state of the world and all this sort of stuff, it's irrelevant to your life and it's going to make your life worse. So if you unfocus from that and then focus on your own life, your life gets better. That's why, you know, these people in the past, they make it seem a lot more effortless to what they were able to do because their mind was much more free than yours. My eye looks real fucking lazy right now. I punched myself right in the fucking eye yesterday by accident at my job because my hands move quick. I just uppercutted right here, right into my eye, and it looks like lazy. Yeah, I think it might be fucking cooked. But regardless, anyways, maybe I always had a lazy eye. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I'm still, you know, fucking sexy as hell. Even with the lazy eye, I'll just fucking rock a fucking eye patch, if anything. But, yeah, this simmer retention shit. Back to that. My focus and just my ego is through the roof. I feel iconic. I feel like the hero of my story. I feel like the main character. Finally, I feel like I'm in that point of the movie where it's just a montage going on. And I'm just putting in all the work and time and effort. And there's these time lapses going on right to that future version that already exists. Because in my mind, the movie is already laid out. Like, the script is laid out. There may be filler parts that, like, I don't really think about, but the main events in the movie are laid out. So I just have to get there. I just have to get there. You are the God of this reality. You are the creator with your own fucking mind. You have to wake up to that and stop being a sheep. Stop just following things and not thinking. Not thinking. Right? And I don't want to ever, like, shit on anybody's religion or religious values. I think it's a great thing if you're, super into your religion and you actually, like, you follow that shit and you really care about it. I think that is really great, and it's better than, the people who aren't religious at all. For the most part, if you're actually, like, dedicated to it, I think it's really great. But to push that on other people and say that they're wrong for not believing in certain things, I think that's some sort of bullshit, in my opinion, right? And also, controversial take, and I don't mean to offend anybody, I really don't, but, right, when it comes to Christianity, Catholicism, Jesus never wanted religion. He was trying to teach people how to wake up to this reality and that you are the creator. He was trying to teach people that. I'm not going to touch too much on that because I know people don't want to hear about, religion stuff if they're not religious and all that. But I'm talking more on a historical sense because, historically, he existed. Like, documented wise, we could all say that he most likely existed. So to see how he lived his life and all this sort of shit, he opened his mind. He opened his mind. He knew that he was the creator of this reality and that he can inspire people to be the creator of this reality and just bring the conscious state of the world to a better place. But to think that you have to follow all these rules with religion and you have to go to church or you're a bad person or this and that, that's cope. That's never what he wanted. But regardless, anyways, not going to touch on that anymore. You are the creator of this reality, of this world. You need to understand that in order to actually evolve and create and make something that you want to make. If your goal is to have, just a beautiful family, a beautiful home and all this stuff, then just try your very best to just be the best at it. That's all it is. Whatever you want to do, just try to be the best at it. And just, like, work your fucking ass off to get there. Like, yeah, you'll be more lucky and everything on semen retention, but the luck only amplifies with extreme effort. So if you really put that extreme effort in with the luck, like combined with the luck, you will win. You will win. You give it enough time and enough watering. You keep watering the plant. You keep watering the flower, the seeds. The plant, the flower will blossom if you keep watering the seeds. Water it every single day. Make sure you're giving it love. Make sure you're giving it attention, sunlight, and it will bloom. And it will bloom. So you will succeed at whatever the fuck you want to succeed at if you have the luck on your side. That's all semen retention will do. It will give you the luck on your side and actually give you the capability to manifest and to think these, thoughts that come from your subconscious mind and, really envision your dreams and be able to create something from it. And this is not like, this is half science as well, half religion, half science. I think as a human being, right, you shouldn't be ignorant. You should research into all different religions, research psychology, research, physics, astrophysics, and just kind of combine it all and come to your own theory and philosophy of how it all intertwines with each other. Because there's bits and pieces of everything that kind of makes sense when you just wrap it all together. So if you're able to do that, you understand how reality actually works, how the law of attraction works, and these are all scientific principles. But then you back it up with, the religious belief aspect of it, and semen retention, and fasting, and all those things, and things to elevate your conscious. You go to Nikola Tesla's research as well, and just study all of that, and you will start to unlock something. That third eye awakening that people will talk about, it's not fantasy shit. Like, people will really think that all of this stuff is just fantasy and laugh it off, but that's just from straight insecurity. The insecurity that you're not knowledgeable enough to fucking, figure this shit out. And I don't really want to, stand on this high up pedestal and all this shit, and I won't say the number, but my IQ is pretty fucking high, and that doesn't mean I'm smarter or anything like that, but I have certain, really good pattern recognition skills. So once you see patterns a lot and understand certain things, I'm able to, go round and round and round, research into different religious books and this and that, and you come to certain conclusions on your own. But you have to do your own research. You can't just trust somebody telling you certain things. You can't trust any human besides yourself and your own mind. You can't trust the news. You can't trust, the priest, the this, the that. Teachers in school, you can't trust them because they don't know if that knowledge that they're teaching you is actually proper knowledge. They most likely haven't done the research themselves and really endeavored in educating themselves properly. They hide a lot of proper education from us to keep us weak, to keep us, sheepish. But you need to just really lock into your third eye, really research into this shit. Go on semen retention at the same time. Fast if you could, and just, you unlock different capabilities. And you're going to see it through my lens, with my life. You're going to see it unfold because I'm constantly manifesting and I know what's about to happen. I see the future. When I was younger, I kind of forget this nowadays, but when I was younger, I used to have visions all the fucking time. And I think it's because I was so pure, and obviously I wasn't jerking off yet. I was younger, I was a kid. I had these visions that I could see properly, and my creativity was so peak and all this stuff. And I could see the future. I would have deja vu constantly. And I would have these visions and flashes into the future. I didn't understand that it was, just me unfolding my reality in front of me because I'm a child. And nobody really knows that or understands that. Nobody around me could tell me what's actually going on. I just thought I had, superpowers or whatever the fuck. But yeah, you could research that too. Project Gateway, CIA stuff. There's a lot of stuff that you need to just connect the dots on your own, and you'll realize, what it's all about and how all of this actually works and unfolds. So for me right now, if I get back as much as I can to my purity, to my purest form, and that is from, holding in my semen, my vibration will elevate higher and higher and higher. And I will go back to that base form, that childlike form that's incredibly creative and feels unstoppable and believes in himself and thinks he could do anything, and then starts to unfold his reality. That's everything that I'm trying to get back to. Like thinking like your childlike self with no barriers, nobody telling you that you can't, everyone reinforcing that you can. If you just, try hard enough, or if you believe you can, yeah, you can, Jimmy. You can be an astronaut. You could be anything when you're a kid. But then, like, people try to hit you with reality, right? They try to hit you with reality and tell you that you can't anymore, that you're too grown up, that you gotta get realistic, you gotta make money, you gotta do this, that. Fuck all that. Get back to that state of mind that you were in, and you will unlock something great, and everything that you could have ever imagined will unfold right in front of you. I'm telling you right now. And yeah, that's everything for this one. It's a fucking great video. This is a fucking banger. This is one for the books. I fucking love y'all. Like always. Peace out.